The science of Kriya Yoga, mentioned so often in these pages, became widely known in modern India through the instrumentality of Lahiri Mahashaya, my Guru's Guru. The Sanskrit root of Kriya is Kri, to do, to act and react. The same root is found in the word karma, the natural principle of cause and effect.
Kriya simply means a technique. In fact, Patanjali, in his Yoga Sutras, defines his whole teaching as Kriya. Nowhere does he say Ashtanga Yoga. We say Ashtanga because it has 8 parts. He only calls it Kriya. So then if you see the Yoga Sutras, you will see what Kriya actually is. It means following rules and regulations, yama niyamas. You can't do Kriya without doing that. Do you think it's possible just to sit down and breathe up and down and reach the Supreme Reality? Is the Supreme Being's can the Supreme Being be taken for a ride just because you breathe in and out every day? No. You need to change your character first. Otherwise, Kriya is not going to be of any help. You may have some visions. They're meaningless. So, Kriya simply means a technique.
Kriya Yoga is thus union, yoga, with the infinite through a certain action or rite. A yogi who faithfully follows its technique is gradually freed from karma or the universal chain of causation.
The eyes and in a relaxation, I can remain asleep several nights, and by opening the eyes and recharging the body, I can keep awake several days. Now I will go into the state of superconscious bliss by lifting my eyes higher in a relaxation and controlling my heartbeat.
Because of certain ancient yogic injunctions, I cannot give a full explanation of Kriya Yoga in the pages of a book intended for the general public. The actual technique must be learned from a Kriyaban or Kriya Yogi. Here a broad reference must suffice. Kriya Yoga is a simple, psychophysiological method by which the human blood is decarbonized and recharged with oxygen. The atoms of this extra oxygen are transmuted into life current to rejuvenate the brain and spinal centers. By stopping the accumulation of venous blood, the yogi is able to lessen or prevent the decay of tissues. The advanced yogi transmutes his cells into pure energy. Elijah, Jesus, Kabir and other prophets were past masters in the use of Kriya or a similar technique by which they caused their bodies to dematerialize at will. Kriya is an ancient science. Lahiri Mahashaya received it from his Guru, Babaji, who rediscovered and clarified the technique after it had been lost in the dark ages. The Kriya Yoga which I am giving to the world through you in this 19th century, Babaji told Lahiri Mahashaya, is a revival of the same science which Krishna gave, millenniums ago, to Arjuna, and which was later known to Patanjali, and to Christ, Saint John, Saint Paul, and other disciples.
Will you all pray with me? Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Sri Yukteswar Ji, Guru Preceptor, Saints of all religions, I bow to you all. Heavenly Father, may thy love shine forever on the sanctuary of our devotion, and may I be able to awaken thy love in all true hearts.
Kriya Yoga is referred to by Krishna, India's greatest prophet, in a stanza of the Bhagavad Gita. Offering inhaling breath into the outgoing breath, and offering the outgoing breath into the inhaling breath, the yogi neutralizes both these breaths. He thus releases the life force from the heart and brings it under his control. The yogi arrests decay in the body by an addition of life force and arrests the mutations of growth in the body by upon eliminating current, thus neutralizing decay and growth. By quieting the heart, the yogi learns life control. Kriya Yoga is mentioned twice by the ancient sage Patanjali, foremost exponent of yoga, who wrote, Kriya Yoga consists of body discipline, mental control, and meditating on Aum. Patanjali speaks of God as the actual cosmic sound of Aum heard in meditation. Patanjali refers a second time to the life control or Kriya technique. Thus, liberation can be accomplished by that pranayam which is attained by disjoining the cores of inspiration and expiration. In the initial states of God contact, Sabikalpa Samadhi, the devotee's consciousness merges with the cosmic spirit, his life force is withdrawn from the body, which appears dead or motionless and rigid. The yogi is fully aware of his bodily condition of suspended animation. As he progresses to higher spiritual states, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, however, he communes with God without bodily fixation and in his ordinary waking consciousness, even in the midst of exacting worldly duties.